Good afternoon. I'm kind of laughing here because I'm reading some of the comments that you guys are making. I hope all of you are having a wonderful Wednesday. I am super excited. Yeah, Mackenzie already in the chat. She's like, Mr. Crader, why are you wearing purple? And I know purple's not a house color, and you're going to find out why I'm wearing purple in just a couple minutes because we have two houses tied today. And so if we have houses tied, I'm going to wear one of my shirts that I got from running a marathon. I've run let's see, I've done like 16 marathons, and every time you run a marathon, you get a free t-shirt. That's one of the perks of running a marathon. So I'm sporting my 2017 Little Rock Marathon purple short shirt today. So if the houses points are tied, I'm going to wear a Little Rock, or not a Little Rock, but just a marathon t-shirt. Well, let's get to what we're doing today. Today we are I'm going to do a read aloud with you. I'm going to read Dog Breath by Dave Pilkey. Have any of you read Dog Breath by Dave Pilkey? This is what it looks like. I'll show you real quick. This is the book that I'm going to be reading to you. Has anyone read that book? If you have, comment in the chat. I'm going to read that to you. It's a real short book. It won't take long to read. And then we're going to talk about puns today. And I'll give you a little bit of question and answer time at the end. And then I've got a little quick homework assignment for you to do. But before we get to all of that, yesterday we did the leak-proof bag experiment. And 3 of you sent pictures to me. I know other people actually did the experiment at home, but I had 3 people send pictures, and I want to highlight Mackenzie, Jacory, and Emily. Thank you so much for sending in these pics. I appreciated, reading your notes that you sent me, and I'm glad no one did too much damage to your house by doing the experiment. Emily wrote in and said that the first go around they had a little water accident, but the second time they did it, they didn't have any problems. So awesome. I'm happy that you sent those pictures in, and I'm glad that you got out and got to do that yesterday. All right. So here are our house points. Yorisi and Dynan, you are tied with 130 Mr. Crader Coronavirus YouTube Live house points. Funda, you have 70, and Amistad, you have 60. All right, so Amistad and Funda, we're gonna have to really catch up here because Dynan and Yorisi are starting to take the lead. Congratulations to both Dynan and Yorisi. You are tied with 130 points right now. So I want to remind you, keep journaling every single day. Write down some of the things that are going on in your life that you're doing at your house, that you're hearing on the news, just different things. Keep track of all that. That's very, very important. You don't have to send that to me, but I definitely want you to keep writing that. Keep your journal and keep writing those things down about what's going on in the world today. So, Dog Breath. I'm going to read this book to you, Dog Breath, by Dave Pilkey. Dave Pilkey, he's the guy who wrote the Captain Underpants book. So if you've read any of the Captain Underpants books, you've read this author. So today I'm going to read Dog Breath to you, and it's a funny book, and you can definitely comment while I'm reading, but I've got to switch over to this screen, and yay, this works. You get to see me kind of in the corner as I read the book to you. All right, so Dog Breath, The Horrible Trouble with Halitosis by Dave Pilkey. All right. There once was a dog named Hallie who lived with the Tosis family. Halitosis was a very good dog, but she had a big problem. Halitosis had horrible breath. Whenever Halitosis opened her mouth, horrible things happened. When the children took Halitosis for a walk, everyone else walked on the other side of the street. Even skunks avoided Halitosis. But the real trouble started one day when Grandma Tosis stopped by for a cup of tea, and Hallie jumped up to say hello. Mr. and Mrs. Tosis were not amused. "Something has to be done about that smelly dog," they said. The next day, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis decided to find a new home for Hallie. The children knew that the only way they could save their dog was to get rid of her bad breath. So they took Halitosis to the top of a mountain that had a breathtaking view. They hoped that the breathtaking view would take Hallie's breath away, but it didn't. Next, the children took Halitosis to a very exciting movie. They hoped that all the excitement would leave Hallie breathless, but it didn't. Finally, the children took Halitosis to a carnival. They hoped that Hallie would lose her breath on the speedy roller coaster. But that idea stunk too. The plans to change Hallie's bad breath had failed. Now only a miracle could save Halitosis. Sadly, the three friends said goodnight, unaware that a miracle was just on the horizon. Later that night, when everyone was sound asleep, two sneaky burglars crept into the Tosis house. The two burglars were tiptoeing through the dark, quiet rooms when suddenly they came upon Halitosis. "Yikes," whispered one burglar. "It's a big, mean, scary dog." "Ah, don't be silly," whispered the other burglar. "That's only a cute little fuzzy puppy." The two burglars giggled at the sight of such a friendly little dog. "That dog couldn't hurt a fly," whispered one burglar. "Come here, Poochie Poochie," whispered the other. So Halitosis came over and gave the burglars a nice, big kiss. Slurp. The next morning, the Tosis family awoke to find two burglars passed out cold on their living room floor. It was a miracle. The Tosis family got a big reward for turning in the crooks, and soon Halitosis was the most famous crime-fighting dog in the country. In the end, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis changed their minds about finding a new home for Hallie. They decided to keep their wonderful watchdog after all. Because life without Halitosis just wouldn't make any sense. All right. I like that book. That was really fun. I hope you guys like that book too. I'm going to go back to the beginning so we can see Dog Breath there. So that's Dog Breath by Dave Pilkey. I hope that you like that. That one's really funny. Your comments are funny too. Brush that dog's teeth, and just you guys are funny in the chat. So halitosis, that's a play on words, because halitosis is a condition of having offensive smelling breath, bad breath. So the definition of halitosis is having bad breath. So the author did something really funny with naming this dog Halitosis, and what the author did was created a pun, and he actually had more than one pun in that book. And so today we're going to talk about puns. A pun is a joke that makes a play on words. It typically is by using words that sound similar but have different meanings. It can also use different meanings of the same word to make the same funny. Like at the end of the book where it said since, let me go back to that. So, the very last page of the book said because life without halitosis just wouldn't make any sense. So sense would be, S-I-N-C-E, but he said scents, S-C-E-N-T-S, like the smell. So, haha, funny, pun. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about puns. And what I'm going to do is, well, I hadn't finished reading this, so many puns rely on homophones, or words that sound alike. For instance, in dog breath, the main character's name is halitosis, a dog with bad breath, and halitosis literally means bad breath. So today I'm going to share with you some funny puns, and this is what your homework assignment is going to be. You're going to have to come up with a pun of your own. So here's one pun. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. Yeah, that's funny. How do turtles talk to each other? By using shell phones. I hear you laughing, William. I can hear you through the internet. Why did the spider go to the computer? To check her website. Yeah. Yep. Why are teddy bears never hungry? They are always stuffed. Here's another pun. Why did the turkey cross the road? To prove he wasn't chicken. And our last pun for today. What did the judge say when the skunk walked into the courtroom? Odor in the court. All right, so that was funny. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you got a little laugh out of some of those puns. Sometimes some people these days call those dad jokes, but puns are a lot of fun. And for homework today, you're going to be doing a pun. But right now, I'm going to give you some like question and answer time in the chat. Emily just said that's excellent. I get that. Very, very funny. Jacory says cheesy. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me for the next couple of minutes, I'll take some question and answers. You can ask me anything. It can be about puns. It could be about stuff that's going on in the world today. It could be about anything. So for a couple minutes, I'm going to take like questions and answers, and I'm going to tell you the awesome thing that we're going to be doing tomorrow. You definitely want to be on the live show tomorrow. And then I'll give you your homework assignment, which is creating a pun. So, are there any questions coming in the chat? Let's see. Let me check the chat here. Burglars deserved it, said Emily. Yes, they did. Breathtaking view. William Crader. Thank you, my nephew, for sending in that pun. Jacory says he has a pun that he's going to share with us. Great. Cheesy, you said. All right, Mackenzie, not sure what that means. But anyway, I don't see any questions coming in right now. There is a delay from whenever I talk to you, and the software that I'm using picks up your comments and stuff. So I don't always see them immediately. So that's okay. If you don't have any questions or anything you'd like to ask, let's go back to the PowerPoint. And here's your homework assignment for today. Come up with your own pun. Let me restart that. Come up with your own pun, post it in the comments below, or send it to me at this email, carvercardinals@gmail.com. I'll read the best on the live show tomorrow, and if you participate, you will earn 10 points for your house. So, those Funda people out there in Amistad, we've got a lot of work to do to catch Dinan and Eurisi, so we need a lot of puns coming in. It takes it a few minutes for YouTube to load this video so that you can make comments below, but as soon as YouTube, loads the video officially, go ahead and post your puns in the comments below. Mackenzie asks, can you show all the puns and make a comedy show? Yeah, hey, that sounds like a lot of fun, making a comedy show out of puns. So Emily says, how did the sun get a haircut? The eclipse. Ah, I love it, Emily. That is so funny. So there's a good pun. How did the sun get a haircut? The eclipse. William, my nephew, and William and Luke, they're watching. My nephews live in Jonesboro, and they're watching with their parents in Jonesboro. And William says, why do people like bananas? They are very appealing. Oh, and that's from Luke. Luke's my youngest nephew. He's 6 years old. He's in first grade. So um, so when did the sun get a haircut? All right, I see that. Uh, awesome. Great job on all the puns, guys. I love those coming in. Keep that going in the comments below. Tomorrow we are going to play trivia, and we're going to have two teams. I'm going to split you up. So whoever's in the chat tomorrow will get to participate and be on the trivia teams. We'll have a team A and a team B, and you'll be competing against each other. And I have some fun trivia questions I want to be asking you. So make sure you get on live tomorrow. And if some of your friends, if you're in contact with them, get with them and tell them to join tomorrow live, because trivia will be a lot of fun with a lot of people in here playing tomorrow. You won't be playing against each other. You'll be playing in a team with others for help. So I'm excited for trivia time tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you like it a lot, we may make trivia our Thursday trivia day. And on Friday, I've got another fun little science experiment that we're going to do. So, and it's an easy one. It's one that you can do at home like we did yesterday. So I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. I can't wait to get back on live tomorrow to chat with you. I'm going to play about a minute and 30 seconds of music. I'll answer any questions in the chat, and then I'll cut the live broadcast off. All right, I hope all of you have a wonderful day. See you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.